Hello students, this is Yogita Datar, subject teacher of engineering mathematics from Sri Siddheshwar Women's College of Engineering Solapur. We are dealing with the properties of Laplace transform, and so far we have studied first shifting property, change of scale property, and then division by t property, its statement, and some examples also we have solved. The next one, multiplication by t raised to n property, its statement. In case of division by t property, we have to integrate f bar of s with respect to s, while in case of multiplication by t raised to n property, we have to differentiate f bar of s with respect to s. Now we will see one example which can be solved in two different ways. The question: find a Laplace transform of the following functions. First example, t square e raised to minus 4t into sine 4t. This example can be solved in two different ways. The first way, function of t is t square e raised to minus 4t sine 4t. Here sine 4t is same as sine 80 with a equal to 4. So we can find its Laplace transform very easily from the standard results. So first we will write Laplace transform of sine 4t. It is 4 upon s square plus 4 square, that is 4 upon s square plus 16. Now when it is multiplied by e raised to minus 4t, we have to apply first shifting property. So according to first shifting property, s should be changed to s plus a. So here a is 4, so it becomes s plus 4. So L of e raised to minus 4t sine 4t equal to 4 upon s plus 4 bracket square plus 16, and this is our f bar of s. Now we will move to the next part, that is L of t square e raised to minus 4t sine 4t. So here the function e raised to minus 4t sine 4t is multiplied by t square. So we have to apply multiplication by t raised to n property. So what is that? Minus 1 raised to n dn by ds raised to n of f bar of s. So this is our f bar of s. Here we have to differentiate this one with respect to s two times, since multiplication factor is t square. The index of t is 2. So n equal to 2. So applying this formula for n equal to 2, we get this term. So it becomes minus 1 raised to n means minus 1 square. dn by ds raised to n means d2 by ds square of f bar of s. F bar of s is written as it is over here. Okay. Now minus 1 square means plus 1, so no need to write it. Now this d2 by ds square is written as d by ds of d by ds. So first we will operate this one. First we will find this result, and then we will differentiate that result again with respect to s. Now to find this derivative, the numerator is a constant term 4 and only denominator contains the variable term, that is s term. So this is in the form 1 upon f of x. What is its derivative? Minus 1 upon f of x square into d by dx of f of x. So using this rule or using this formula of differentiation, we will find this first derivative of f bar of s. So it gives us minus this 4 constant multiplier as it is, denominator f of x square into derivative of f of x. So minus 4 upon s plus 4 bracket square plus 16 whole square, as it is f of x square, and d by dx of this denominator, it is nothing but 2 into s plus 4. Now just simplify this term in curly bracket. So it is d by ds of, here minus 4 into 2 is minus 8 into s plus 4 divided by s plus 4 square plus 16 whole square. We can take this minus 8, a constant multiplier, out of the differentiation sign. Now we have to perform this differentiation. Numerator contains function of s, denominator contains function of s. Therefore we have to apply derivative of u upon v rule. So applying the rule, we get this term minus 8 is a multiplier, and the rule is written over here. Applying this rule with u equal to s plus 4 and v equal to s plus 4 square plus 16 bracket square. So applying this one, we get this term. On simplification, we get this term as a answer for the Laplace transform of the given complete function. Okay, now we will move to the next or another way of solution of this example. So as usual, the first step is common, that is we have to find a Laplace transform of sine 4t using the result of Laplace transform of sine at with a equal to 4. Then instead of applying first shifting property, first we will apply multiplication by t property. So it becomes L of t square into sine 4t. Again apply the property minus 1 raised to n dn by ds raised to n of f bar of s. So here the function is somewhat simple as compared to the first method. So again we have to differentiate the term. Here the function is in the form 1 upon f of x. It should be 1 upon f of x. 1 upon f of x equal to minus 1 upon f of x square d by dx of f of x. Then we get this result. Again we have to apply the second derivative. So on simplification, we get this result with the application of d by dx of u by v rule, with u equal to s and v equal to s square plus 16 whole square. So this gives simplified result as this one. Now the last part, just apply first shifting property with e raised to minus 4t as a multiplier term. So you have to just replace s as s plus 4 in this complete result. You will get this result, and surely this result is same as the previous result. So in this method, in this another method to find the Laplace transform of such type of examples, we get somewhat simple expressions, somewhat simple f bar of s, so that we can take its differentiation very easily, and then we can apply finally the first shifting property so that the answer will be more correct. Okay, so using any one of these two methods, you can solve some more examples. T square e raised to t sin t. First find a Laplace transform of sin t. Then either you go for t square, that is multiplication by t property, then apply first shifting theorem, or apply first shifting theorem first and then apply multiplication by t property. But I would like to suggest you to go with the second method to solve such type of examples, to avoid complex calculations. The second example, t e raised to t sin 2t cos t. Obviously first you have to write this sin 2t cos t as a sum or difference of trigonometric functions, find its Laplace transform, then apply multiplication by t property, and then apply first shifting theorem or first shifting property. In the third example, first you find the Laplace transform of t cube using the Laplace transform of t raised to n form with n equal to 3, and then just apply e raised to minus t, that is first shifting property, with a equal to 1. The next example, 1 by t e raised to minus 2t sin 3t. Here again the same case, even if it is multiplied by 1 by t, or we can say it is divided by t, then also same procedure you have to apply. First find Laplace of sin 3t, then 1 upon t sin 3t, that is by division by t property, and then go for the first shifting property. So first sin 3t by standard result, second division by t property, and third first shifting property. Again here the same part, find the Laplace transform of sin t, then apply division by t property, and then apply first shifting property. So if the function is multiplied by some power of t and also multiplied by exponential term, then you can change the sequence to get the answer in very simple calculations. And the same case applies for the examples involving the function divided by t and multiplied by exponential term. Okay, we will move to the next property in the next lecture. Thank you.